Hey y'all, we are live. Let me make sure I have sound. We know about sound, right?
While the wrong ones slow down your Mac. Clean my Mac.
We are live. Come chime in. We are live. Perfect. We've got sound, Sally. All right, y'all. We're going to get into it, okay? Because this is not the lazy season. This is also not an emotional season either, let me tell you, okay? I'm going live because literally someone asked me, they said, you know, I haven't been feeling like myself, like I can't get anything done, whoom-de-wham. I just checked my DMs, it was last week, but I'm like, okay, got you. And then she's like, you know what? I'm gonna have to get a reading from you. I said, you know what? You're about to get amped up. Don't even worry about it. So here we are doing the video because Mars has been in Capricorn, you guys, okay? And we're going to talk about it because the moon is here too. But just so you know that this is like get your life in order season. I just want to tell you that. Period. Okay? Mars is in Capricorn. The moon just moved to Capricorn. I have the charts pulled up here. Okay? The moon's at 21 degrees in Capricorn. It went right after the new moon. If you guys didn't watch the new moon video, I did that. So go watch it. And the sun just slid into Capricorn, you guys. So happy solar return to all my Cappies, okay? Now, this is a triple down on discipline, pressure, responsibility, long-term moves, okay? If life has been feeling low-key, heavy, maybe even a little bit serious, or like you can't really dodge accountability anymore, that's not random, literally, because like I said, Mars is in Capricorn. It just started on the 10th, so you're probably feeling this rev up energy like I gotta do something, because most people think that motivation comes first, but Capricorn energy is saying no, move first, motivation follows, okay? Motivation later, honey. Let me pull up the aspects here. Let's see. Because some of y'all probably been saying, you know, I'm tired. I'll do it later. I need more clarity. But somehow that pressure is still on. Here we go. I got the charts. Okay. You know, some of you guys probably have deadlines, you know, bills, decisions. People are expecting things from you. You know, work probably felt a little heavy. Hopefully you got some time off and a little bit of vacation. Maybe people have been like, you know, I just feel like the energy is cool. What's the plan? What's the move? What's the next move? What's the plan? What's the move? That's me. I'm like all about it. Okay. So when Mars is in Capricorn, you guys, and it doesn't care about how you feel. You got to peep game on the fact that Capricorn literally has no emotions. Okay. It only cares about what you're building that feels long lasting, I should say. So this energy really exposes kind of where you've been procrastinating, you know, like where you've been cutting corners, you know, what have you been avoiding as far as, you know, as far as building some sort of structure for your life, okay? It's not here to punish you. This is level up energy, let me tell you, okay? Straight up level up energy. Think of this like training camp, okay? That's what I call it. Mars is like the drill sergeant, okay? And Capricorn is the mountain. It's like you don't get to just teleport to the top. You got to climb, you got to crawl, you got to walk, you got to go step by step. You got to get blisters and all. But when you get there, nobody can take you down. Nobody can take that from you because of all the shit that you've done, okay? So let's kind of talk about it on a collective standpoint, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce myself. Welcome to Vixen After Dark. If you guys haven't already joined the family, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. Okay. I want to talk about the collective energy. We're also going to go in, if you have Mars in Capricorn, we're also going to do a collective spread. What else am I going to talk about? The effects of having the sun and the moon there. And I'm also going to do a reading as far as the energy right now. I think I may want to bust out the wheel this time because I didn't do it last time. So I think I'm going to bust out the wheel on this one. How about that? Okay. So let's get back to it. Okay. Now, looking at this map here. Okay. Collective energy. I feel as if there's going to be like an increased focus on work, increased focus on money, increased focus on just being a leader, okay? Building a solid system right now. People are moving a little bit more quieter, but a little bit more calculated too at this time, if you haven't realized, okay? And also the tolerance level. People are going to have less tolerance for fucking excuses. Let me tell you, okay? No more excuses. It's more like prove it energy right now, baby, okay? So you probably, let's talk about that, what you may have experienced already since it's been here. Where are we at? Today's the 21st for 11 days. Oh, it's a master number. So some people may feel emotionally reserved. Capricorn, I'll talk about it in a minute, but Moon in Capricorn especially, they don't have any, like, they don't really show their feelings. They're not super emotional, okay? So having the sun, the moon, and Mars here, which is a planet of action, people are starting to take their life a little bit more serious. They're starting to, it's that get your shit together type energy is really what it feels like, okay? Choosing stability over the chaos right now. And some of y'all might even be cutting distractions and, you know, cutting people off silently. So, but here's what I want to tell you to watch out for. Watch out for burnout, okay? Some of you guys might work a little bit way too hard. You might just go way too hard in the paint. And just really crush yourself. And then if you don't get something done, you may even be too hard on yourself as well. And then here goes the control issues, right? So here's where it gets a little funky. Now, some people may even choose work as their whole entire identity, which is also not good either. So you're going to see the workaholics. You're going to see the people, I got to get this done now. I got to do it now. I got to get it done now. But there is some good to all this, you guys, especially if you have goals in mind, especially long-term goals. Start locking in. Just really start locking in, you know, promote your shit, you know, get serious with your business plans. This is like legacy move energy, okay? Your discipline is going to finally pay off if you take action. You can't just sit there and do nothing. You have to take action. And also within that same playing field, you got to think Capricorn energy. Ooh, is that a thunderstorm? Respect is going to definitely start to replace validation. Okay, people are going to be just wanting way more respect for the shit that they do and the time and money and blood, sweat, and tears and energy they're putting into anything more than any type of validation. You only need to validate yourself, by the way, but you can probably see it happening already. Now, if you have a Mars in Capricorn, I'll give you a quick tidbit on that. I would say this is your home court advantage. Yeah, this is your home court advantage, okay? You're going to be thriving under the pressure because this is a familiar energy to you, okay? So this is not going to be hard for you. You're going to make your next move your best move, especially if you have a mission, okay? It's like you were built here for endurance. And not only that, wherever your Mars house or wherever your Mars is living in that house, the sun is there, the moon is there. So that's a lot of energy that's like being spotlighted for you. So you're really built for endurance, not speed. Okay. So right now, your drive specifically is going to be activated like everybody else's, but yours more intense. Okay. Your confidence too is going to come from the action that you take. So your body might crave a little bit of the routine. So make sure you do have a routine. Pretty sure you may have it, but make sure you don't overwork yourself just to prove your strength, you know. Always work smarter, not harder, and let the results really speak for yourself. Now, let's talk about it, because we just had that new moon, you guys. Now that the sun and the moon are in Capricorn, once again, happy solar return to all my Cappies. I will do a solar return for Capricorns coming up. I'm gonna do that. I might even do it next. Shit, who knows? Okay, so remember, moon in Capricorn. If you have a moon in Capricorn, they are not emotional. They are, but not to the public, I should say. Let's listen. Okay. It's more so having emotional maturity. So as a collective, we're going to make sure that that's going on. Okay. Now, having the sun in Capricorn too, with the moon, that's going to be a lot of identity shifts towards responsibility, right? Because you got to peep game on the fact that this is Saturn energy that's playing out right now, okay? So feelings are going to get handled privately. Decisions are going to be made logically, you know. And people are probably going to start asking, is this something that I'm, like, whatever I'm doing right now, is this something that's going to last towards a long term, right? So anything you're tapping into, I don't care if it's a relationship, is it a career, is it a hobby, is it a business you're starting, whatever decision you're making sure is for the long term. So a lot of people are going to be checking on that. Now, let me tap into rising signs really quick, because I want to get specific on, you know, what house this may be hitting for you specifically. So I've got the charts here with the wheel. I'm so full right now. I shouldn't be drinking this. You guys, I'm so addicted to this. This shit from Costco, the chi is the shit. Let me just tell you. This is 0 sugar and calories, by the way. They should sponsor me. I buy case after case of this shit. That is not sponsored. Okay, rising signs. Let's kind of start at the top. Let's see. So, since we're on Capricorn, right? So, if you're at Cap rising like me, this is going to be hitting your first house. So, this is you. This is your identity upgrade. This is where new discipline starts coming in. This is where you can create a new image for yourself. Now, I recommend, you know, moving your body, getting things done, you know, lead with action, be solution based, and just try not to wait to be chosen. Just do it. Just go and just do. It's kind of like when they say act first, think later. It's giving low-key Aries energy. I have an Aries moon too, by the way, but yeah, it's that. Aquarius rising. So Aquarius rising, this is going to be happening in your 12th house. So I would say this is a spiritual house. So you're more so going to be taking action behind the scenes. Okay. This is a Pisces house. More in your subconscious or conscious, like you're going to just do work behind the scenes. It's more so having like mental discipline right now. Okay. So this is the time to really cut any bad habits. You can do it quietly, you know, and then rest. The 12th house is all about resting in between as well, because it's going to hit you mentally and physically. So you need some kind of rest. Pisces rising. Pisces rising, this is going to be happening in your 11th house. Okay. So this is a network soul group house. This is an Aquarian house. So I would say your goals, whatever goals you have, whatever long-term visions you have, it's time to really get serious about who you're collabing with, especially if you're building something up. I'm just throwing it out there. Aquarius rising, a quick tidbit. This is going to be happening in your 10th house. Okay, so we all know this is a Capricorn house. So this is now this is a double-edged sword, since we do have the sun, the moon, and Mars here. Yikes. Okay, so you may feel some pressure. And if you work for somebody, you might feel a little bit of career pressure. You might feel pressure on yourself, as far as if you are an entrepreneur and you're building something, you might give your own self pressure. So there could be some themes playing out as far as, you know, Who's the authority figure that you're looking to make moves? So I would say step into leadership. Speak up. Don't fight anything. Just literally put boots to the ground. Okay. Taurus rising, this is happening in your 9th house. So Taurus rising, this is going to be, you know, all about, this is a Sag house, so this is more so, and we just left Sag season, you know, about your beliefs, your morals, your values, you know, maybe finding ways to become wiser, expanding, you know, education. Okay, so what I would say is, if you have something going on right now, this is the energy to commit to something long term. Like if you have a long term vision, this is your time to really commit to that. Oh, excuse me. And not, this is not all about quick inspiration. Okay, who's next? Gemini rising. So Gemini rising, this is going to be in your 8th house. Okay, so this is a Scorpio house. This is a house of major transformation. So pretty much for you, if you share any resources with anybody, like money or anything of that nature, you know, power is going to be, this is Pluto energy playing out. Power moves. This is a power house. Okay, even intimacy as well. I would say just get really real no matter what you're dealing with right now. Get really real about your boundaries and your financial responsibilities, because this is what's being highlighted for you. Okay, now what are we on next? Oh, Cancer rising. So Cancer, I should really be wearing my glasses right now. You guys know I have to wear glasses now, like all the time. Where are they at? Like I cannot not have glasses on. I hate wearing them because of the lighting though. So here we are. Cancer rising. So this is happening in your 7th house. Okay, relationships are getting serious, honey. All right, and I would say make sure you are positive about choosing commitment over just being comfortable. Like make sure you're sure about that. Period. Leo rising. Leo rising is happening in your 6th house. So this is going to be a Virgo house. What is that? You know, your work ethic, your health, your daily routine. So make sure during this time you take action towards building some habits that really support your future self. Okay. Virgo rising. Virgo rising, this is going to be happening in your 5th house. Okay. So this is a Leo house. This is a house of creativity. Romance could, you know, come here. But I feel more so, if you have a creative bone in your body, find a little bit of discipline, and you can maybe end up monetizing off of something that you're tapping into. It's kind of like treat your talent like a job. Okay. And if you have a romantic connection right now, if you're in one or you're just, you know, gazing, create a little bit of structure within that connection and build some boundaries too. Libra rising, this is happening in your 4th house. So I recommend, this is 4th house, is a Cancer house. So this is all about family, home, you know, what else? Your foundation pretty much, right? So you want to make sure that you're stabilizing your inner world before just chasing, you know, any type of outside success right now. Okay. Scorpio rising. I'm getting all these earthquake alerts, you guys. These earthquakes are going crazy in California. Sorry, this earthquake like every second. But we on Scorpio rising. This is going to be happening in your 3rd house. So we all know this is a house where Mercury lives. This is a house of communication, your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, you know, where are you putting your focus into? So I would say this is the time to really speak with intention. And if you have important things to say, make sure you write them down. Make sure you get it all out. Make sure you think strategically, okay, during this time. This energy will boost that for you, especially if you have trouble with communication. This is the energy that can help you with getting shit, you know, getting it out. Getting it all out, okay? Getting it all out. Let it hang all out. And then last but not least, we do have, oh wait, yeah, Sag rising, because I started with Cap rising. Sag rising, this is going to be in your 2nd house. This is a Taurus house, okay? So we all know that the things that you value, your self-worth, even your money, honey. Okay, so having a planet of action here is key for you, especially if you're looking to build something that's gonna last. Use this energy to do so. This is perfect energy to do it. This is not that get rich quick scheme type of energy. This is not quick win energy. This is like putting your blood, sweat, and tears into something that you know that can give you consistent income if you allow it, if you take the action. So any practical steps, you guys, before we get into our reading? Write down, like, you know, what's a long-term goal that you've been trying to nip in the bud, like that you want to reach, right? You want to cross it off the list. You're like, I did this. I'm done. I just want to go further, right? So write down a long-term goal. Write down, I can't wear these anymore with the lights. Write down, you know, a specific habit, okay? One habit that can support that goal, whatever that may be for you. And I would say also pay attention to distraction. What's one distraction that you have that you can let go? So once you write all of those 3 things down, then since Capricorn doesn't have any emotions, you got to remove your emotions from it in order to especially drop a habit, especially remove distractions. You can't be emotionally in tune with something. It'll be the hardest thing to let go of. So you have to literally take your emotions out, period. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, and once you stop waiting to, I would say, once you stop waiting to feel ready, everything's going to start lining up for you. All right. So let's get into our spread, you guys. Oh, I think I have too much lip gloss on. You guys, I just got this new from Sephora. This oil infusion is just so addicting. I love it. But I just put the other one on for now. So let's move this guy over here. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Ain't into it, but to do it. We're going to do a collective spread. Ooh, you know what? No, I'm not going to pull out the wheel. I was going to, maybe I'll do the wheel for Capricorn season video. How about that? We'll leave it for that. Okay. You guys don't forget to smash the subscribe button and click the like button if you guys are here, tuning in. And you guys can also follow my other channel, Letitia TV. I'm about to call it LVTV. For my new last name. And then also Vixen Oracles, you guys. I don't know why something told me, Spirit told me to start another channel and just do straight readings on there, so I might not even show my face. I think I have already, but I don't care. It's just gonna be straight to the readings. Like anytime I feel a message needs to come out, it's just straight. I'm just going straight on that channel, just straight record it right then and there if I can. I might just start writing down my downloads too, and then when I have time, I can go add that to the readings when I post on there. Because some people like messages like, right now. I get a lot of comments and DMs from YouTube and TikTok, and it's just, I don't know why people are so shy when they DM me their stuff. And then I'll make like a mass video about it. Not about what they said, but what they're asking, just in case somebody else has a question. All right, guys, we're going to tap into the new deck today. I just love the way this deck feels. It's just big, though. All right. I said all of my readings with these cards be accurate and specific. Many blessings to everyone involved. Please help me stay centered in my higher self so that I may clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine messages that wish to come through during this reading. What is the message for the collective? Let's get into it. Wow, when are they ever upright? All upright. Like, ever. Oh, I spoke too soon. But still. We have the Magician here. With Magician energy, I feel like whatever magi that you have going on right now, the magic is alive, honey. Okay? The magic is alive with the Magician card. What you need right now to be successful is going to manifest. You just have to know that. You just have to know off rip, okay? It's as if, like, if you put your mind to something, you'll be able to believe it. There's an infinity symbol there as well that can be very specific for somebody, as well as flowers. But I feel as if you're starting to recognize possibly there could be something that you're dabbling into right now during this time, to where you are starting to trust that, damn, if I do focus on something and put my mind to it, I can achieve it, I can get it done. Like I said, there could be a lot of distractions that are playing out right now, you guys. I know it can be very hard to not scroll and figure out what's the tea over here, what's the tea over there, what they got going on over here. I be looking too, shit. I be peeping game on the fact, because sometimes people want me to do the astrology behind it, like what's the energy playing out, and it always matches every time. It always matches. Anyways, back to the reading. So whatever you guys are focusing on right now, it's like you have all the tools that you need to be successful. And in the midst of that, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of space. You do have the Hermit card here that came out as well. So sometimes you guys may need some time to spend with yourself, okay? Maybe having a peaceful meditation, maybe having a little bit of solitude. You know, this is the energy of... The Hermit can be very spiritual on a conscious level and a subconscious level. And it's like your light could be shining on other people. It's like you could be the example to others. Some of you guys could be a spiritual mentor. You know, some of you guys are probably discovering yourself, okay? Discovering what life is like right now. Because having the Magician and the Hermit back to back, some of you guys could be tapping deeper into spirituality, you know, learning more about the cosmos. Like, you could be diving deep into disclosure information, you know, figuring out the real life shit that's going on that's been hidden, okay? You do have 5 of Cups here as well. So, like I said, there could be a lot of distractions that are playing out, you guys. So be aware of that, because sometimes, you know, you could be focusing on negative energy, right? If you really think about it, a lot of people are addicted to the negative news. Like, if I put a positive video out there or educating somebody about something, it's very rare that it'll go viral. The things that go viral are the most stupidest, negative things in the world, because our society is addicted to toxic shit. So hopefully you're not focusing on the negative. Because maybe something hasn't turned out the way that you anticipated, okay? So when this card comes out, it's saying just really go within and forgive yourself for whatever that may be, okay? Or others, if you're dealing with a situation. Everything happens for a reason, honey, okay? There's no coincidence in life, period. So what you want to do is take that water energy and just look for the hidden message that's happening. For example, if there's a situation in your life right now, and it's like, ooh, you don't know which way to turn. You're trying to, like, bridge the gap, right? And all you see is negative stuff. Like, damn, where can I see the positive in all this? I always do the man in the mirror effect. It works every time. What is this teaching me right now? What do I need to learn right now? And how the fuck do I get past it? Every time it works. Because if you look at yourself first and not blame and or point fingers at anybody, your answer will come right up, let me tell you. So there's a major change that could be coming right now in your life. Okay, you could also be close to ending something, because 5 and 4 are here. Yeah, 'cause you do have the Four of Wands. Okay. So you could definitely, you know, there's so much to celebrate. What are we celebrating? Okay. A lot of gratitude. Maybe this is going to come after the darkness, because what goes down must come back up. Okay. Gratitude. That's all I keep hearing is walk in gratitude. Walk in gratitude for what's happening right now in your life. Things could be way worse than they are for your specific situation. So just make sure you are walking in a lot of gratitude. To the divine, to your higher self, to your angels, whatever you subscribe to. Okay. There's peace coming if you don't have it already. Some of you guys could be getting married, engaged. There could be a proposal, some type of commitment. But I see peace and you being happy in your personal life. Whatever's dark, then the light is going to come right after that. It's just law. So there could be someone that you could be passionate about. Okay. Or you're thinking of moving forward with. You could even just be celebrating the fact that you are working on something for yourself. You're building, you know, stability for yourself. You're building foundation with this Capricorn energy that's playing out. You're finally getting somewhere. Maybe that could be a thing too. Okay. We do have the Page of Cups here as well. So during this time, you could be a little bit sensitive. We do have Jupiter's in Cancer right now, expanding everything. We still have Saturn and Neptune and the North Node that are in Pisces. It's a lot of water energy. So I can see that. You could be in the mode of opening your heart right now during this time. You could also be inexperienced in a certain area of where you're moving to. Like, for example, if you are trying to, you know, get into a commitment with somebody and you're trying to strengthen that connection, this is probably a territory that you haven't been in before. Or if you're working on something diligently in one of your passion projects, you know, this could be something that you don't have a lot of experience in, but you are willing to push forward. Okay. Some of you guys could be very moody during this time. Like I said, with all this Capricorn energy playing out, honey, trust me, nobody is doing any talking about emotions. So if you're an emotional person, some people just aren't even tuned into that. It's more so solutions and action right now with this Capricorn energy. So don't feel bad. It's just the energy that's playing out. Okay. But you could be receiving some heartfelt messages about a connection or a ship that you're sailing right now. Okay. You could have some new emotional experiences that are on the horizon. You know, Four of Cups is also some type of romantic gesture or some romantic encounter that could be coming up for you. Especially for you single people. Even if you're in a relationship too. You know, the one that you love could be wanting to dive in and give you some love. You know, it could be it's like sending an invitation. Okay. Pages do bring messages. You guys could also be invited somewhere. You know, it is the holiday season. This could be some events that are playing out. But also too, I feel like you could have your psychic abilities. I don't know what happened the last several weeks, but let me tell you, the veil has been thin. From my own personal experience, me and my husband were just literally like, we're feeling like, did something click on or something? Because everything just like turned up 10 notches with our spiritual gifts. Let me tell you. Okay. So if you haven't tuned into your psychic abilities, because everybody has them. Everybody has them. Everybody has them. Okay. I feel like if you haven't been tuned in heavy, it's like you automatically were pushed into it anyways, period. Next, let's see. We do have the Seven of Swords here. Okay. Some of you guys, you could be, some of you maybe just be facing a loss of peace of mind. Feeling like maybe there is some personal freedom that's missing. Okay. This is a precautionary card, Seven of Swords. And I feel as if here, this can also mean not just you, but it's just telling you to maybe be aware of other people's actions that are around you. Just, you know, stay alert, right? And it's easier with this energy because not a lot of water is playing out. Not a lot of emotions, I should say, are playing out here right now during this time. So it'll probably be easier to pay attention. Okay? Some of you guys may lose something. Material item, possibly. You know, just make sure during this time you're being honest with yourself, period. Everyone wants transparency right now. That's the theme. It's not all about the aesthetics anymore. I'm sorry, influencer energy and making everything perfect is not a thing anymore. Everyone just wants the real, raw shit. Okay, get into it. And also, too, something might be coming out. You never know. A lot of truth has been coming to the light. So in your life, maybe there's something that, you know, you may find out a truth about yourself. It could be embarrassing, whatever. It made you who you are today. So I'm pretty sure it can be that embarrassing, right? We do also have the Queen of Swords here as well. Or you can call it Queen of Air. I like this. So, like I said, nothing's going to phase you, even if you lost a peace of mind in a certain area or feeling like personal freedom. I feel like you are intelligent, you're brilliant when the Queen of Swords comes out. Queen of Swords can be a person that, I call her the Ice Queen, okay? No emotions, very funny, but can be very judgmental at the same token. So you could be releasing people, situations that no longer serve you, and this is the energy to do it. That way you have space and time and energy to focus on the things that you actually do give a fuck about, okay? That's the energy. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. I literally just said that earlier. That was one of the aspects that are playing out. So it's like if something bad happens or if something negative happens, you're going to see the humor in that situation. It's kind of like a Sag moon energy, like how they roll. Like, oh, somebody broke into my car. Oh, well. You know, like it's like laughing about something serious. It's like you really are bringing the humor to a difficult situation. Like some of you guys, whatever you deem difficult in your life right now, it's different for everybody. I can't really call it, but you're making light of it and you're being more solution based with this Mars and Capricorn energy. Is probably helping you to maybe even focus on your business endeavors, focus on your career during this time. You know, some of you guys are rolling solo dolo, you know, doing this all by your goddamn self. Some of you guys, you know, and then some of you guys are happily married. I'm getting both here, 10 of Cups and Queen of Swords, okay? Some of you guys are in a happy marriage, and some of you guys are divorced or single, unmarried, living your best life, trying to figure it out, right? If not, some of this is coming in for you. 10 of Cups energy, that's also closing out a cycle, okay? You know, happy energy, that's, you know, being content where you're at internally, emotionally with yourself. You could have a loving relationship with somebody right now, or you could have a loving relationship with yourself and your kids. You know, some of you guys could even be trying to figure out how to raise your children in a certain manner versus what they're trying to do, because the world is crazy right now, right? As far as the kids sector goes and all these schools and everything that's happening. I don't even want to bring it up, but it's just so sad, right? You're more so focused on the people that you can trust right now during this time. Your immediate, whoever you call fam bam. You're just more so focused on your immediate fam bam right now. Boom. Because you guys have a sense of renewal coming in. I like this for you. Okay? This is like literally you're reviewing your past, but you're looking at it in a different light now. You're not looking at it as something that's hella fucking negative. You're like, you know what, I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna take it as, you know, I tried it, I dealt with it, I did it, it's done, I gotta move on. So you're holding a little bit of compassion, which I like. You're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving others that are around you, and it's really just, you know, that it's time to head into a new direction during this time. Okay, so there's some clarity on your life's purpose. It's all in your heart, and it's all in what you do. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, make your next move your best move, okay? We just have the Seven of Cups here as well. So, you know, you have choices. Whether this is opportunities, whether this is people coming in, business partnerships, however this looks for you. This is just really the energy of just stop procrastinating, stop overanalyzing, you know, get clarity on what you deserve. And I did mention respect earlier. That's going to take precedence over, you know, anything else right now. So get clarity on the things that you desire. What do you want right now? And just move forward, period. Sometimes with Seven of Cups, it's like you can have too many fucking options, and then, you know, a confused mind does what? Nothing, right? And there also could be some addiction. So this is a perfect time to kick a habit if you follow those practical steps that I gave you guys earlier. Let's get a little bit more. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. Let's get our second layer going. All right. Starting back with the Magician. So literally, you have all the tools you need to be successful. Okay? A lot of you guys don't realize the experiences that you've been through on this earth plane. You were just adding the tools in your toolbox. You were adding everything in your backpack like Dora the Explorer. You were just collecting skill sets. You were collecting people, you know, as far as maybe, oh, I know someone that can fix that, or I know someone that does this. You know, it's like you were collecting these things along the way. All of your experiences that you gained, okay? Clarify the Magician. So, like I said, once you put your mind to it, you can do it, right? Now, some of you guys could be questioning yourselves, okay? Can I do it? Can I really do it? A lot of fear mongering and doubt is, you know, on the horizon right now. And you can. You can do anything. But it is good sometimes to spend time with yourself. This is why the Hermit energy came out. You know, sometimes it's good to have a quiet moment, you know, reflect. You know, sometimes sitting in silence, you can clear your mind. Maybe sitting in your car while driving, you don't always need to have the radio on. You know what I mean? So be stingy with your energy. And I feel like some of you guys are, okay? Some of you guys might be in a mode of isolating yourself, you know. Hopefully it's not you're going in hermit mode. Some people go into hermit mode because they don't have a direction, or, you know, there's poor judgment, you know, in whatever it is that they're doing. So they isolate themselves and go into hermit mode. But I feel as if when you do that, when you cut people off that no longer serve you, you actually are making space for yourself, so you can figure out what boundaries are you setting. What are your morals, values, and beliefs? And my throat just went up too, so some of you guys just aren't even, you don't even want to talk. Some of y'all just don't even want to talk. You just want to do all action. So try not to focus on the negative. Because make sure you... Ooh, Emperor came out. Yeah, don't focus on the negative. Build your confidence. You are the authoritative figure in your life, okay? Find something that you have a passion for. Put energy into that. There's a lot of cerebral energy that's going to be playing out. So just be honest with yourself. Be direct. Be upfront. Be very black and white. If you have to talk to everybody, okay, or anybody. So it's all about building structure for yourself during this time. Now, what are we celebrating? With the Four of Wands. Ooh, some of you guys could be celebrating some massive achievements. Like I said, this Capricorn energy that's playing out, you guys, and having the Queen of Pentacles, that's like, you know, having this down-to-earth, mature kind of an energy building. You could be celebrating like, finally now I've built stability for myself. Finally I feel stable in my life. Finally I feel like I have a sense of security, you know. So this is nurturing something that you're tapping into. That's what some of you guys could be celebrating. You could be feeling financially safe. You could be feeling very grounded in, you know, if you are with somebody, okay, with that Four of Wands energy, very secure. You could be with someone that's a problem solver and you're solving problems too. You guys could be educating one another, healing one another, caring for each other. Just very extravagant energy. So it can be both sides. Now let's see what this Four of Cups is all about. Very sensitive energy. Yeah, some of you guys just need rest. Some of you guys can get moody because you ain't got no damn sleep. Some of you guys, you know, it's like you're not in the battle of you don't want to battle or confront anybody, you know, have all these confrontations or arguing. Like, it's not about that. It's all about, what can I do? How can I take action? So some of you guys could be having a battle in your mind about a situation that's going on. So just surrender and make sure you rest, because that moodiness can come from there for sure. And like I said, you know, so it's just retreating, like just resetting yourself so that you can restore and grow, right, from whatever situation's happening. Now, let me see what the Seven of Swords is all about, okay? Like I said, make sure you're being honest with yourself. Yeah. Some of you guys could have been looking back at a specific conflict that could have played out. But I feel as if when the Seven of Swords and Five of Swords coming out, it's like you are not giving up. You're fighting for something. And that's different for everybody. Some of you guys might walk away from something that's very intense that you can't deal with at this moment, and that's fine. You can revisit it when you can, right? It's Queen of Swords. Yeah, so some of you guys could have had to, you know, make a huge sacrifice, a huge move on something, and it was very challenging. This could have been in your environment. There were some illusions that were playing out. There was no emotions. It could have felt like a self-serving kind of an energy. And all in all, when something occurred, you had to release people, places, and things. For example, this could be like, let's say you moved to a whole new state. You're in a new connection. Blah, blah, blah. You're thinking all these great things, but something had to get sacrificed. Maybe you couldn't see your kids because you're dating this person, or, you know, maybe you had to cut, the relationship got cut, and now you got to focus on yourself, and you thought you were going to be, I don't know. It could be anything. Maybe you moved away for a job, right? And then all of a sudden this job really ain't that, it ain't shit. So now you're like, fuck. Oh, I really don't like this job, and I really don't like this environment. So there's something there that you could have sacrificed to get to where you're at now. So it could be a little bit challenging. It could feel like an obstacle, but you're going to get over it, because after that was the Ten of Cups, right? You're going to find a solution, because with all this Capricorn energy, it's all about building something that lasts, right? So you're going to be weeding out the fakes, weeding out what doesn't fucking matter anymore. You're going to be putting your blood, sweat, and tears, and energy, and time, and money into things that matter. So you're going to come out on top. Period. You just have to know that. Will you be sleep deprived? Sure. You got the Nine of Swords that came out. You might be losing sleep over it. You might not be able to think about certain things. Sometimes you might not even have closure about a situation that just occurred. You might not have all the motherfucking answers. You're not supposed to have all the answers. This Capricorn energy is all about taking action. Okay? Whew. Almost completing a cycle, and then boom, it's ended. Because Ten of Cups is, it's there. Okay? You guys are trying to get through. Some of you guys might be feeling alone in a situation. There's some, you could have abandoned something or feeling vulnerable about something. I'm hearing nightmares. Or you could just be very vulnerable, like I said, about a situation. You're like going over something in your mind. This could be about, like I said, it could be a family. You know, it could be a connection. It could be something that you're going over and over, but for some of you guys, I'm getting both sides of the coin, let me tell you. Some of you guys, you could just be like really happy with where you're going and where you're at in a connection. And some of you guys just had to end one to get to this new phase that you're going towards. And you were unaware of that. Like, you did not know it would end up this way. Period. What is this renewal? So, moving with forgiveness and passion, right? You have the renewal card here. With the Ten of Cups again. So, some of you guys, like I said, your safety net is gone. Woo! You could feel rejected. You could regret something. Something took place. Like I said, you could have moved to a whole area thinking it was all peaches and cream, and then you didn't cross all your T's and dot all your I's. Whether it was a connection, whether it was, I don't know, it could be someone selling you the house. It could be the people that live there. It could be your job. It could be who you moved down there with. It could be anything of that sort. It doesn't even have to be about moving. It could just be a specific situation. Some of you guys just may need to meditate. You might need, you know, a spiritual guidance. You might need a little bit of therapy to get through this next phase. Some of you guys could have, like I said, left a job for another one, or you left your job, started a business. There's some safety net that's gone now, but I feel like you're heading in the right direction because you have the renewal card. It's like you gained a little bit more clarity on your purpose and where to go. You know what to do. You know exactly what to do. Stop doubting yourself. Period. You know what to do. And there's people in high places. You might have some rich friends somewhere. Or you might know somebody that knows somebody that knows something that is the information that you need. This is the time to be very resourceful. Very resourceful. Okay? Because you got a lot of choices with the Seven of Cups. A lot of choices, guys. Some of you guys are saying don't invest too much into your connection to seek validation. Remember, this is the energy about respect over validation. Okay? It's go time. It's time to focus on building something meaningful. Okay? Don't neglect yourself. Some of you guys might overtax your energy. We know it. We have the Sun, Moon, and Mars in Capricorn. It just might happen. And that's okay. Especially with Mercury and Sagittarius. That's like talking a mile a minute too. That could be draining. Try not to alienate yourself though. Like if you are feeling that hermit energy, just more so work on self internally. So hopefully you guys got a message. If keep it resonates, don't try and make it fit. Okay? Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, click the like, and share this out to someone that needs to hear it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.